charges being laid against the oligarchs in the Orbán government that ran off with money and did all kinds of nasty things. And every one of them was let off by the Prosecutor General's office, who was in fact a Fidesz party member, and that's how he got there. He's now in power too. He's been placed in for 12 years. He's a one-man show. He prosecutes those people whose political face he doesn't like and lets off the criminals. That's what's happening.
That's amazing. And that's different from
It's a fact.
Canada. When a party is out of power in Canada, it can't keep on exercising
Exactly,
its authority.
exactly. And this is what's so terrible about these appointments that I mentioned to you, that high officials are appointed for 12 years when the party is already out of power. These people are in there, the media authority people, the people who appoint the judges, the people who adjudicate elections. They all come from one single political party. You never see a thing like that in Canada. You know, that prosecutor's office was dealing with me, who was let off 3 times, a lot of anxiety. The 3rd time I went back at the Supreme Court, and it was in the jailhouse where my family members were persecuted by the communists. I went in front of the 3 judges and I said, "Gentlemen, I've come back to this country to help build democracy. My family under the communist era was persecuted. One of them was sent from this building to the coal mines because he happened to say a joke about Joseph Stalin. Why am I being dragged back here, one after the other, simply because I was unaware that I had to notify somebody that I moved 2 streets away?" And the judges looked at me and they said, "Mr. Gollner, from now on, nobody's going to bother you because we're the Supreme Court and nobody can appeal against us." That's what I went through. That's how it happens. That's how it goes. Yes.
Well,
did you have your hands up first?
Oh yes,
Please.
I am.
Please.
Mr. Göllner, if I may say so, first of all, you know, this movement of dragging you from 2 streets here and 2 streets there, it was for many, many years, even in the communist government, that whenever you moved, you had to let the police know.
Yes.
So it is not something that they have found out. So obviously, I don't know how many streets you will move, and it was a
4.
nonsense. But the fact is, it had nothing to do to your political beliefs. Number 1. Number 2.
How do you know? How do you know?
Because that was the law that whenever you moved, you had to let them know. It was a very stupid rule, not because you are a communist or you are a socialist or you are or you are a liberal or you are
My dear madam,
anything else.
I forgot.
Okay, may I say something else?
Yes, but I forgot to tell you a
Yes,
little
well,
background to this. I was reachable because I had a legal appointee who, anytime anybody needed to contact me, telephone number, address was given there, and a whole bunch of other people did the same thing that I've done, and I was not persecuted. Same thing with the
normally go to the Supreme Court of Hungary, an issue like this.
Yeah.
Mr.
That's it,
Göllner, may I
Yes, please
say
go ahead.
that as I don't have all the time, as you had before, you know, to scrutinize your very interesting speech that you gave, what I would like to say is that you are stating that you had nothing to do. You did nothing to Mr. Gyurcsány, who actually followed the communist government, and as you know, the people who had positions there were actually the brothers, nephews, and so on of the before very much hated communist government. So it was not really very well received when Gyurcsány was the head of Hungary. First of all, the thing is that you said that you had nothing to do with Mr. Gyurcsány, and in one article I remember that you stated that you were an advisor to Mr. Gyurcsány.
No, I wasn't.
Now,
I never stated that.
Were you or were you not?
I never stated that.
Yes, well, you know,
I think you got your facts wrong, man.
I don't have the copies of the statement.
Look it up when you get home.
Yeah, yes, I will.
I never was an advisor to
The
Mr.
Orbán government had elections twice, and twice they were elected with the majority. So it must tell you something that the people there do not feel as
upset as I am.
Upset,
Yes.
and they feel rather read and all the little points that you read, I would not have time to read.
Can I give you
what
an
you
interesting
said.
statistics and to share with the rest of the people? Do you know how many people in Hungary in the last election, this May, what proportion of the eligible voters in Hungary cast their ballot?
I did not
what percentage of the eligible voters did not vote for, well, I'll tell you because I'm a political scientist. I tell you, 73% of, 73%, okay, thank you. 73% of the eligible voters in Hungary did not cast their ballot in favor of the Orban government. Yet the Orban government has 2/3 of the seat in parliament, and that's because the electoral law is of the OSCE, European Parliament statistics. 73% of the eligible vote did not go to the government in power. 73%.
You are.
There's some more questions over here.
The fact.
It's not a lie, it's a fact.
Thank
If you want to look it up,
The man over here with.
Who else? Man over here.
Right over here.
Sorry.
Man over here. And then who's the next one?
Over here.
Okay, man, two men.
Yes,
Yes,
a young woman.
okay, yes.
Well, in a short conversation, you are a university professor.
Try to be.
Anyway, first time I see you, I don't know why, I'm here since 1957.
I've never seen you either.
Well, how come we didn't meet before?
Because I have no idea. I was away. I went out. I went out in the middle of the night.
1957, there's a lot of night.
Well, listen, I went to, but where do you hang out? Well, listen, I went to the Hungary. I was a fine upstanding.
Well, I never saw you in the Hungarian club. I never saw you in churches. I saw all of them. I never saw in the Hungarian community, the bizottság.
Because they don't let me in. I'd like to go. I'd like to go. I've asked the president. He doesn't return my calls because I'm a traitor.
Who's the president?
Kelemen Sándor, or whatever his name is.
I-
Tibor. Kelemen Tibor. He doesn't return my calls. I phoned him up. I said, Tibor, I spoke to him once. I said, Tibor, I'd like to go to the committee, talk to you guys, share my views. Let's have a nice discussion. He doesn't return the phone calls. I gave speeches in the Hungarian church while I was anti-communist. You know, when communism ruled. The anniversary of the 56 uprising. I was the treasurer of the Bethlehem Club at a Protestant church. I went to the Protestant church regularly, but then people started spitting at me, so finally I withdrew.
You know what's the day today?
What? Yeah, I read this recently.
What's the day today?
Was the day what?
Yeah, today.
Today I didn't go to church.
No. What's the day?
Talking about the revolution, tell him to stop.
I spoke already about the revolution and you came in late.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed.
Don't worry about it. Forgive me. Next.
Got some more questions over here. Let's go.
What do you want to
Next
know?
question.
You can ask your question, sir.
What would you like to know?
Thank you.
There was an election in this year.
We talked about that already.
Yes, there was an election 4 years ago.
Yes.
There was an election yesterday, before yesterday, on the community in Hungary. Which party came majority, 2/3 majority? Which party came in? And why? Tell me why.
Well,
If it's so bad, if it's so bad, why they coming in majority?
I just told you that 73% of the eligible voters
Still 2/3 of the majority.
because there's a corrupt electoral law.
Why the people voting for that then?
But
That is a nonsense what you are saying.
Okay, so I'm not going to repeat myself. I said it 3 times.
That's a nonsense, but that's
73%.
not true what you say.
73% of the eligible voters did not vote for this
Okay.
party, and 27% of the eligible voters voted for it.
Next question.
Next question. Yes.
Let's just change the subject of
Yes.
Perfect.
a little bit. Yes. Let's talk about the geography of I lost my train of thought.
Alright, okay, next, and then come back.
Yeah, I'll come back to it.
Right over here. Oh,
Dr.
sorry.
Göllner.
In response to this gentleman, does